surprised a weakling like you is still alive.
Tanjiro Kamado!
Akaza!
This thing seems like a cocoon. It's breaking down my poison to turn him back into a human. Soon, he'll absorb me too. Someone, hurry!
Stop crying. There's no time for this. Keep trying out the maps.
Kiria is magnificent. His anguish over his father's death still lingers, but he has taken command of the Demon Slayer Corps. He's still fulfilling his mission.
Indeed. I'll protect them, like Kyojuro would.
She's suffering. The medicine that Tamayo gave her, will it really turn Nezuko into a human again? If Nezuko is turned back into a human, Muzan's scheme will crumble. His dream of conquering the sun will be back to square one. I can't believe I'm alive to witness it, but this fight is finally going to end tonight. This is the end game. Tanjiro, don't lose.
Hinokami Kagura! Fire wheel! Come on! If I can't sever his arms, there's no way I can sever his head! I did it! I dodged his attack! I can... Hinokami Kagura! Mud Sun Rainbow! Tanjiro. He's developed his techniques to the level of a Hashira.
This boy isn't weak. Do not insult him. Do you remember when Kyojuro said that? Looks like he was right, after all. You have my respect, Tanjiro. Technique development, destructive death, compass needle. Let's begin.
Water breathing, full form, flowing dance!
The water Hashira, huh? It's been 50 years since the last one I killed. Destructive death. Chaotic type.
11 form. Dead calm.
I've never seen that technique. The last water Hashira I killed didn't use it.
Kamikagura! Raging Sun! Mach Sun! Second form, water wheel! Kamikagura! Dance!
Destructive death. Leg tight. Crown splitter.
I blocked it! What? Did he get me? Just barely.
Elegant. That developed sword technique. Wonderful. You have to tell me your name. I want to remember it.
I have nothing to say to a demon. Don't bother.
Oh, come on. You've got to tell me. Destructive death. Leg tight. Explosive fury. So that's his name. Giyu.
Hinokami Kagura!
Destructive death.
Burning Bones! Summer Sun!
8-player Demon Core!
Nice moves. You've trained well to reach this level so quickly. All things considered, Kyojiro did good work. That night when you were just rolling on the ground, you were a total weakling. But look at you now! Your growth is stunning. You know, I'm glad Kyojiro died that night. Maybe that was his peak. He wouldn't have gotten any stronger without becoming a demon. Better to go out while you're at the peak, right?
What did you just say? Don't say another word. Don't talk about Rengoku.
Why? I'm praising him. You and Kyojiro both.
Every word you say insults his name.
You misunderstand, Tanjiro. I only despise the weak. Weaklings make me sick. It is the law of nature that they get wiped out.
You're wrong! Everyone is helpless at some point. You don't remember it, but even you, when you were a baby, someone protected you. The strong protect the weak, and the weak get stronger to continue the cycle. That is the law of nature. I can't forgive you. I won't. Your days of doing whatever you want are over. It ends here!
He's like nails on a chalkboard. It makes me sick just looking at him. Maybe I misunderstood. At first, I thought this unpleasantness was because he was a weakling. But even now that he's strong, the feeling remains. His eyes, his voice, his words, they're so...
Everybody starts somewhere, gradually learns. What's important is you becoming stronger than you were yesterday.
What? He punched it. Nothing.
Tanjiro, you really are unpleasant.
Crunching time! Flashing Willow!
He's much faster and accurate. It's below!
Playtime! 1,000 Wheels!
Even if I manage to predict his moves and block his attacks, his power's too amazing. Can't reduce the damage. He stabs into any opening without fail. It's like a magnet is pulling his attacks to my weak points. Kami Kagura! Solar Heat Haze!
Interesting technique. I was sure I dodged it. How did you do that?
Hinokami Kagura! Dance! No! He's gonna break the sword!
Nice headbutt.
Come on! Break free! It's no use. He won't let go. My sword is gonna... Giyu!
My back hurts something fierce. It really sent me flying back there. Now I'm mad. This is the first time anyone has ever overwhelmed me in battle. This intense struggle to survive. It increases one's scales. senses that were closed off to me have been awakened.
Giyu.
Now, I understand.
His mark manifested. His speed is rapidly increasing.
Water breathing, fourth form. Striking time!
He's so fast. But Akaza's adapted to keep speed. In a drawn-out fight, humans are at a huge disadvantage. Giyu's gonna hit his limit first! Besides, our goal here is to defeat Muzan. We can't spend all night fighting Akaza! Calm down. Don't panic. Think. Why are Akaza's attacks so accurate?
You have developed your fighting spirit to the domain of supremacy.
Fighting spirit? What is fighting spirit? Maybe like the way I can sense things by smell, Akaza can sense things by fighting spirit?
I can feel a tingle where an opponent is aiming.
So that's why you notice Gyotaro's attack, even from behind.
My eye is stronger than a human's. So, even if it's from behind, I know someone's there.
Show me! Do it now!
Okay. You're looking at my right shoulder.
Wow, you're right! How did you do that?
Especially if someone's looking at me with the intent to kill, I can tell immediately. If something's gonna try and hurt me, their intent stabs into my hide. Ha! But on the other hand, if someone doesn't have any hostility, it's hard to notice. Like that hag at the house with the Wisteria quest. She was the worst! She'd sneak up behind me with rice balls and I'd never know when she was there. That old hag gave me the creeps.
Don't say hag. Say elderly lady.
Hag lady! Anyway, I figured if I got close to my opponent without any hostility, they won't notice me. Then, there'd be nobody I can't kill.
But attacking without hostility? Wouldn't it be impossible to kill a demon without any hostility?
Yeah, I guess you're right. A weak attack like that wouldn't go through a demon's neck.
It was a silly conversation, but I feel like there was some kind of point to it. What is the fighting spirit that Akaza senses? Is it different from the intent to kill? The will to fight? The time spent training? Think! There has to be some way to throw off his compass needle. Hinokami Kagura! There!
You're wide open, Tanjiro!
Fighting spirit, magnet, compass, sense, impossible, domain of supremacy. I get it! I understand it now! My father was the most tranquil person I knew. Even when he got sick, he didn't change. When I think of my father, the first thing I think of is his tender smile. And his voice. He had a calm voice, like a gentle stream.
Father, when you dance the Hinokami Kagura, what are you thinking?
The Kagura dance was very demanding, lasting from sunset to sunrise. They repeated hundreds, thousands, even tens of thousands of times. I worried about my father.
If it's hard for you, I can take your place starting next year.
Thank you, Tanjiro. But for the last few years, I haven't felt the Kagura was difficult. It's strange. But when I first learned the Kagura from your grandfather, I was younger. I was healthier and stronger than I am now, but back then, I ran out of breath easily. It was very hard to do. I suppose I made a lot of unnecessary movements at the time. What's important is proper breathing and control, making the most efficient moves to exert the greatest amount of strength. When you do that, your head gradually becomes clear.
Clear?
In the beginning, you simply learn the moves and sensibilities. You must open your senses and become conscious of your body down to each and every blood vessel. This period of learning is truly strenuous, and no matter how much you struggle, it'll feel like you can't go further.